What's up, everyone? Michael Heath with Get Automating. And just like those hidden gifts tucked away in the closet, there are gems in the API world waiting to be discovered. And so today, we're going to unwrap call methods and we're going to wrap up our series, APIs through the lens of Power Platform. That's right. We started with Get and we're going to talk about all the other call methods. We're going to be finding stuff 10, 15 years down the road in our closet. I just hope my kids still appreciate Bluey and Harry Potter when they're in their 20s.
Get Automating, enhancing humans daily.
All right. So the API series, it's been great, but all good things must come to an end. We got to wrap things up. We're going to talk about the various call methods that are available. Let's not waste any time. Let's check it on out. All right. So here we are, Power Automate. We've gone ahead and created an instant cloud flow, and we're going to get started here. And let's explore what our options are. We're going to head back over to the HTTP connector. Select that. And the API I'm going to be working with is this fake store API. So the base URL right here, the endpoint we're going to hit is products. We're going to grab that and pop that in over here. And for reference, the documentation for this API is found at this fakestoreapi.com docs. So check that out. And we've got our products in there. That is what we're going to hit. So when we talk about making our API calls, we have a few different methods that we can utilize. We've got our get, which we've explored. We've got post, which is giving a record. We've got put, which is replacing a record, and patch, which is replacing part of it. You got a hole in the wall. You're not going to replace the whole wall using a put. You're going to patch it up. And that's what the patch record looks to accomplish. So all this is dependent on the APIs that you're using. So if we recall, get, if we want to go in there right now, we can call upon get, and we'll get all the different products because that is the endpoint that we're hitting. And we've seen that a number of different times. But what about if we're sending a record? So come over here. Let's take a look. So again, we're going to be hitting that products API, that product endpoint. The method we want here is post. And then in our body, again, what I like to do, if we look at what we have here, we have what our body needs to be configured as, our body formatted as, and we notice that in a lot of these, we have just our standard title, colon, single quotations, and that might not work for the Power Platform depending on how that API is constructed. So what I like to do is drop that right into Copilot, ask it the question, hey, I'm looking to use this API, looking to make this call in the Power Platform HTTP connector. Can you format this for me? And so what it returned here is this little guy in the body. So if we go ahead and save this out right now, we can see we have our post call right there. We can test it out. All right, and our HTTP post ran correctly. A few more things we need to take a look at here, but it's going to follow the same formatting. So let's try another one. All right, so we are smoking through this. We've got our HTTP put. If you recall, that is replacing a record. And what we want to do here is actually hit a specific endpoint. This would be product 7 because that's the record that we're going to replace. Again, we use our same methodology here. Our body is going to look the same as what our post call look like. And there you have it. That one's done as well. And off we go. We can run that and return the values in which we would expect. All right. And lastly, if we're going to delete a record, we'll pop this in here, point it to the record that we want. In this case, it is product 6. We go down in the method, select delete, and you know what? Nothing needed in the body. We're just going to go ahead and rip right through it, save it out, and we're going to crush that record. All right, so super fast. There you have it. This concludes our little chat about the different call methods for our HTTP connector. We saved it for last. I don't know why, because hopefully you see that it was just super easy. Again, all these are entirely dependent on the APIs and the way they're constructed. So do refer to that documentation. Do use things like Copilot to help you construct the right API. It's going to make your life a lot easier. Until next time, get automating.